Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Risk of Rain 2. My name is Wilfred. In today's video, I'd like to do something different, a different format for you guys. I'll narrate a little bit, give you an introduction on what this video is about, and then after that I'll give you a boss compilation without any narration, so you can hear the actual music, you can feel the fight itself, just as a spectator, and just watch the game as it is. Now, but just be warned that this is going to be rather painful to watch. For the reason of such, my friend and I and my wife started playing this game for a while, and we managed to unlock a few classes. So we thought, a good way to approach a game is to form a group of different classes, because on paper it's really nice. My wife played the multi. Multi has a really high health and can do pretty good single target, as well as the AoE by switching the gun around. And my friend Mark played the Huntress, who can do a little bit of teleporting, do a little bit of a bouncing kind of AoE, a little bit of a single target as well, which is auto aiming, homing kind of projectile. And for me, I played the Engineer. And the Engineer is fantastic. I think it's one of the best class in the game right now. It's still early access, things get maybe a little bit not balanced. But Engineer can do turrets. And the turret will keep on damaging the enemy while you are maybe hiding somewhere. And also turret can help you tank as well, especially when you turn invisible under heavy fire. And not like now. And then you have a shield as well. On top of that, your shield will block all the projectile against you, but it won't help you to the kind of melee target as well. But I think the Engineer overall is really strong. A group that is with the Engineer should make use of that kind of support, just to stay with the Engineer and then get into the shield, so as to not to get overwhelmed with a lot of enemies out there. So I think in a way, we form a group, and for some peculiar reason, maybe because the loot wasn't that great for my friend and my wife, which, by the way, in this part of the video they have already, their character has already died. They couldn't quite survive through the boss fight, or even later on the initial part of the map. And this is one of the criticisms probably I have with the game so far, for the developer to ponder upon what's next, because the game is like a roguelike. In order to revive the friends, you have to clear the whole stage. So in this case, when both of my teammates died in this game, I can't revive them. I have to go and take down the enemies, which is like 3 times more harder, or whatever. That's been scaled up because I'm playing a three-player game solo. So it make it even more painful for everybody to watch and you cannot participate, right? So you look in the boss fight. The boss fight is the most fun part of the whole game. You play all this loose mob and a little bit of elite here, there, open chest. Those are not that fun. The fun part is when you can get to face the boss and it's huge and you feel satisfying when you're up there. But when you are when a character dies, you can only see what your friends are doing right now. And it's spend maybe 10 minutes watching me try to down the boss. It's really not that fun. And the worst part of it is that because you don't really get to down the boss, you don't get the loot. Your friend got all your loot. And the stronger will get stronger. The strongest will get stronger with now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 loot here for me to take home with, which I can jump 6 times. So it becomes very unfun for the person who watch, very unfun for the person who are unable to participate and loot, and also unfun for me as well as a sole survivor, because I'm very conscious over the other side of the screen. There are 2 people, both whom I love a lot, and they can just watch it like, oh no, I can't help, and when is it going to be over? And the problem right now is that the more, by the way, this is how I jump 6 times here. It's kind of fun. The problem is that the more I progress, the further behind they are. So initially during the boss fight, sometimes they may perish, but it gets even worse, because as you get into a new map, you got lesser loot and you can survive lesser, and then you end up just keep dying. It's really not fun. So I hope sometimes somehow the developer can find a way to fix that problem. And for the rest of the video, just want to give you a quick update that towards the end we were very tired because it was 90 minutes of playtime, and towards the end, all of us past midnight wanted to sleep because we got to work on the next day. So we threw the game. Basically we just trigger the portal whenever we see it rather than try to clear the map and get all the loot and so on, because the mobs getting so long to be down, and we were like tired as well. Alright, so but I hope you enjoyed the next bit of the video. Do drop me a comment box below what kind of format you like to watch and so on. Alright, see you.